What's the Achilles heel of the Patriots? What's going to derail them?
Slow start in the game. And I think it starts with the defense. I think the offense at times is ready to go at the beginning of games because you're able to script things and you sort of have a plan of what you're going to attack. I don't really know what they really want to attack on defense because they don't play a ton of man unless they're going to totally flip the script here in the playoffs when they start. Or maybe you get down to Baltimore and you play Buffalo in those two big games. And all of a sudden you become a man team on defense. I think they're predominantly a zone team. I think teams know that, and they're able to get in rhythm early in the game. But they're able to switch some things and go to different man coverages to where, okay, we can adjust during the game. I think a slow start, getting down by 7 or getting down 10-0, that's the one thing that could derail this team. Because they really haven't had to fight back from like a double-digit deficit much at all this year. I mean, that is adversity, facing adversity in your face where we lose, we're out, we're eliminated. I'm talking like round one. Getting down 10-0 in round one. If you don't have the bye. Maybe this is why you have to have the bye. But I do worry, especially with Milton Williams here, going to be out for a while. Hey, this thing could be 6 weeks. We don't know that. Like, he's going to miss 4 games.
Yeah, the hope should be you get him back for the playoffs.
It's 4 to 6 weeks is the injury, and he's a big guy. I worry about big guys with that weight on it because it's a lot different than a guy that's light because you can kind of tape that thing up tight, shoot it up, and go. Bigger guys, it's a little tougher because you got that big ball of their joint, going up between the two bones and the legs. That's how the high ankle sprain happens. He's not going to get the surgery. That's stupid if you did. I wouldn't zip tie it, or whatever the heck that's called.
You think it might be that bad?
I think it's like a third-degree high ankle sprain. I don't know that, but I think and this is what I did. Like when I had mine, like 50 years ago, it felt like I broke my ankle, but I got up and hobbled off the field like he did. And then I'm on the sideline. I'm standing there, and Scar was the interim head coach, and I'm like pushing. I said, I think I broke my ankle. It felt like I broke my ankle. He goes, oh, Jesus, okay, we're going to get x-rayed. So they put me on a cart, took me and get x-rayed. They said, it's not broken. But we didn't have the imaging and the MRI right there to tell that it's a high ankle sprain. I'm like, dude, I can't, my toe, I can't go up on it. I broke it. There's chips in there somewhere. It's not. Here's the x-ray. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot it up. We're going to tape it up tight. You wear a size 13. We're going to put a size 15 shoe on you. Because you put so much tape on it. I got out there and I tried. I was able to move around when I got out there, but man, you couldn't feel anything. You couldn't be effective. Like he tried to come back in the game and be effective. Like that tells me it's a high ankle sprain.
I mean, they're saying it is. I just didn't know that we thought it was so severe to the point that he was going to need, the whatever they call it.
Well, maybe
what's that thing?
Tightrope.
The tightrope?
Tightrope surgery. That's awful. Drill a hole through both bones and sort of put a zip tie in there. That's not. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But what it does, it squeezes those bones together, and makes it heal faster in the middle.
Oh.
All that stuff between it. But like maybe Keyshawn Booty will tell us what degree it is today.
Oh, yeah, I'll check. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep an
update from the interwebs.
He nailed his prognosis. Probably going to be day-to-day, maybe miss this game. Hope to be back for the Thursday night game.
Right.
He wasn't. And then now he's back in practice. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think the big fly is their defense, which we touched on briefly yesterday. But more specifically, their red zone defense. That they give up too many scores. That they break. We used to talk about the bend but don't break. Give up the yards, don't give up the scores.
Right.
They give up the scores, and they give up the scores early in games, which, as you said, puts you behind and against better teams could be a real problem for them.
Exactly. Like you say you play Kansas City. Like we talk about all the different matchups. Say it's Denver. Say it's Kansas City. Even the Colts are. Say it's a team like Baltimore that gets in there, and you've got to face them in round one, and they get up 10-0 on you. With a guy like Lamar Jackson that could run all over you. You couldn't stop Justin Fields last week. I worry about the athletic quarterback with your edge guys. Like Chazon's had a really good year. But they let him break containment a week ago. Landry let him break containment. I don't think Landry's healthy. He looked really like he was hampered trying to get to the sideline.
Oh, and that touchdown
Fields
run?
Basically walked in.
Yeah.
I worry about the mobile quarterback on the outside.
Here's Phil Perry and Tommy Curran, Patriots Talk Pod, talking about this very issue for the defense.
Heal their own run game and establishing it as an every down, hey, we're going to get 4 because we want 4 here. And also their red zone defense and offense for that matter. But their red zone defense has been abhorrent.
Yeah, it's been at the bottom of the league, and their numbers actually improved just a little bit on Thursday night against the Jets because they only allowed the Jets to score on 1 of 2 red zone attempts. They had been allowing almost, Tom, up until Thursday Night Football, almost 3/4 of red zone trips to turn into touchdowns. It's almost unfathomable the rates that they're at. That if that continues, that 70+%, that will be one of the worst red zone percentages for any defense in recent NFL history, going back to the early 2000s.
It's brutal. That has to be a focus of theirs. They've got to sort that thing out. They've got time to do it. Just gets harder now, though, Milton Williams.
And I gotta think it's driving Mike nuts, the defensive part of it, because he's a former defensive guy. Like, what do you think this is their plan? Like, I hear the jokes on Felker and Maz. Like, fans are like, yeah, we're doing this on purpose. We're gonna set them up because we're gonna attack them, and we're gonna find out what they do, and we shut them down. No, they don't come out thinking, hey, we'll give up that first drive, then we'll adjust, and we'll be all right, guys. You want to come out and put a goose egg on that board. You want the 3-and-out. Mike's talked about it. Yeah, to get the touchdown, but we would love a 3-and-out. You don't have to get 3-and-outs every series, but. Yeah, they got a couple weeks to play with some things, especially at the end of the year. Two teams that aren't that good, you're going to be able to experiment a little bit. I'm not talking about Steven Jackson experimenting, where you hand it to him 17 times and you lose the bye at the end of the year. I'm talking about mix some things up on defense, maybe play some more man coverage.
Mina Kimes has a thought on what it is that's going to derail these Patriots, what their Achilles heel is at the moment. I say derail, I mean in a game. I'm not saying derail their season. I think we're talking about what could be a problem for them down the stretch and into the playoffs. And it is related to the defense, not related to the red zone, related to something that you would think would be a strength of this team. Something we thought was going to be the very best thing that they would do this season. Turns out not quite the case. True or false? They've got to get to the quarterback more than they currently do, and they struggle in man coverage. Those are the two thoughts that were put forth by Mina Kimes on her podcast there. 24 sacks for the Patriots as a team, which has them middle of the pack, actually almost in the bottom third.
Yeah, Barmore just got his first one. I disagree with her on the last part wholeheartedly. I mean, their corners are their strength on defense. Say what you want about Carlton Davis.
Okay, but when we're talking about opening drives, where was Gonzalez on the opening drive against the Jets?
They're 8 yards off, jumping outside and facing inside to not give up a big play over the top.
I think he mixed up the coverage on the play.
What's that?
I think Gonzalez got mixed up on that play.
Okay.
And it's just like a mistake after mistake on these opening drives, and it's that thing that you're talking about. Well, granted, I know they lost their defensive coordinator, right? So you've got offensive coordinators who take a look at the tape and they game plan and say, this is what we're going to do on the first drive to attack these guys. And they've successfully done it week after week after week.
Yeah.
And the Patriots don't have a disruptive pass rush. They're good. They're not terrible. But it has not been exactly a group of home wreckers up there.
Right. No, it hasn't.
Are quarterbacks living in fear? Or are they getting sped up against the Patriots? Probably not enough.
This week you should be pretty good. Should be pretty good getting to the quarterback. I guess Flacco's 50-50 whether to play or not. He's got a strain of the AC joint in his throwing shoulder.
You think old man Flacco isn't going to figure out a way to get out there?
Of course he will.
He's going to play.
Traglia was on with Fred and Hardy, and he thinks it's 50-50. Like, he's not sure. He's playing. They got to have him play.
He's going to play.
Yeah.
He won't give it up.
Joe's tough. Joe's a tough guy. Like, you're getting tested after that, though. You'll be all right on Monday Night Football, but really it's Buffalo and Baltimore. That's where you got to really settle in and be ready for this stretch here. Those two quarterbacks are going to test you big time. And you really have to have something up your sleeve for Lamar. Because you had him. Remember when Ninkovich was playing his last year here, and we had that undefeated year, 8-0 down there going to Sunday Night Football. And you had him contained on the outside. And he just explodes up the middle, makes two cuts, and it's like walks in the You could have him defended space-wise, but if you're not near him and you can't touch him, good luck. Good luck. The guy's real slithery. You got your hands full. I don't think you have your hands full this week. This week you should be able to push, leverage, get some pocket pressure, get guys in his face. You know exactly where Joe's going to be. He's going to be 7 yards behind the center. And he's going to be flat-footed standing there, and he's 6'6", 245, and he loves throwing a deep ball.
Sure does.
Get people around his feet. That's what the goal should be this week. Not about getting to the edge, containing it. This is push the middle of that pocket. Quarterbacks hate it when people are at their feet and they got to step somewhere else.